Claressa Shields. I don't think there's really any question that she's the best women's boxer today.
Of all time.
All time. You putting over Layla Ali?
All time. And I love Layla.
Wolf?
All time.
Coal miner's daughter?
All time.
Really?
There's no comparison.
Damn.
Your defense is still lacking, girl. I ain't gonna lie, your defense is lacking. You gotta do better. I told you to work on your damn defense.
Oh my God, it's Claressa. Oh my God,
where I've just been able to kind of rationalize it all. I have been in training camps at the Olympic Training Center with her. I've done a couple of sparring rounds with her, and I didn't end up on the canvas. I know I've been at that same
I don't know what sparring session Kaye got talking about. She keeps saying we sparred 10 years or something ago, which we didn't. But I don't remember it because any girl I've ever sparred, I smoked any of them.
Confronted by constant debates surrounding her legacy, self-proclaimed GWOAT, Claressa Shields steps back into the squared circle on August 15th at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. She defends her WBA and WBC middleweight titles against tough veteran titleholder Kaye Scott. While critics continue to question whether any female fighter can push Shields beyond her limits, the multi-division undisputed champion enters fight week carrying -3,000 betting odds and absolute confidence. Observers are now asking whether this showdown will be another routine title defense or the stage for one of the greatest upsets in combat sports history.
Claressa Shields got no more learning. She has everything that she needs in her arsenal to stop and destroy anybody. Now, of course, you guys know Claressa Shields is going through that weight cut. She's cutting weight. As you can see, we on the track. We cutting weight as well. But she had to go back down to where Miss Kaye Scott is. Miss Kaye Scott, like I said, 5 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. She has the opportunity to make a good name for herself. Win, lose, or draw, we got to take our hats off to that fighter because she's the only one that wants to challenge herself against Claressa Shields. Now, a lot of people are like, well, man, we sick of this. Claressa Shields never fights the guys or the women that we really want to see. Well, I'm going to tell y'all like this. Alicia Bumgun, all them guys that she tried to fight in the past, she tried to call them people out. She been called their names out. She been pulled their card. And guess what? Nobody ever wanted to step up and challenge themselves.
This high-stakes lead-in sets a rigid baseline for fight week. Shields is not merely stepping into the ring to defend her belt collection. She is actively defending her position, reputation, and claim as the undisputed pound-for-pound queen of combat sports, with every round carrying added significance for her legacy.
Me and Lotto have a lot in common. We some get money girls. And I've been a fan of her. She's a fan of me. And we done bumped into each other a couple times. But with the fight being here in Atlanta, I believe that friendships go a long way. And it's like, yo, why not have the biggest walk out the other biggest? And I feel like, who bigger than Lotto? Especially
exposed to grueling daily double sessions, Shields brought heavyweight rap icon Papoose into her training camp to fine-tune her rhythm, power output, and heavy bag timing, as shown in now viral footage from the gym. Papoose was spotted holding the heavy bag, working the mitts, and hyping up the champion during high-intensity conditioning drills, adding another layer of energy and focus to Shields' demanding preparation for fight week.
Who the bad bitch you know? Who the bad bitch? I want to know the answer. Who the bad bitch, baby? I know.
Integrating high-energy figures into a high-pressure training camp has become a growing trend among elite fighters looking to break up the fatigue of camp by surrounding themselves with trusted allies and maintaining a fiery gym culture. Shields uses that environment to keep her mental focus sharp while pushing her conditioning toward peak levels ahead of fight night, ensuring she remains physically prepared and mentally locked in for the challenge awaiting her in the ring.
Fight. So she said yes to the fight. I'm happy that she did that. And Atlanta, August 15th, I want you guys to know something, and I want Kaye to know something too. I will not be the same person that I am right now. I will not have on no heels. I will not have on no hair. I won't have on no lip gloss or no makeup. I'm coming with the Queen Latifah, Cleo, braids straight to the back. I'm coming ripped up, muscles in my neck, and I'm ready to go. In case God, I actually feel like I love you a little bit. Like I love you, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been knowing each other for a lot of years. We share the ring. I celebrate her success, her wins. I'm not a hater, so I can do that. But the only time I have to go against anybody is when they get inside the ring with me. So I gotta rock with me, and I'm telling you, Kaye Scott is so strong. I just hope that Mark has came to my training camps. He know what I do. Mark, I hope you warned you. I'm top dog. I'm top dog. I'm mean. I'm strong. You know, I'm fast. I'm accurate. Don't think me losing this 20 pounds on. You know, only thing you're gonna have on me on the fight is your breast. Gonna be bigger than mine. That's it. Everything else, gonna be smaller. And I'm just looking forward to just...
The undisputed female GWOT, Claressa Shields, received the ultimate praise from fellow pound-for-pound King Terrence, Bud Crawford. During a recent high-profile podcast appearance, Crawford did not hold back when comparing Shields to historic legends of the sport, including Layla Ali. His comments added even more weight to Shields' already remarkable legacy and highlighted the level of respect she has earned from one of boxing's most accomplished pound-for-pound fighters.
I don't think there's really any question that she's the best women's boxer today.
Of all time.
All time. You putting over Layla Ali?
All time. And I love Layla.
Wolf?
All time.
Coal miner's daughter?
All time.
Really?
There's no comparison.
Damn.
At all. All time. I love Layla too.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody coming close to Claressa.
Right.
2-time Olympic gold medal.
Yes.
3-time undisputed.
Yes.
Well, how many weight classes she did? 6 different weight classes. Now I understand it ain't a lot of women boxers.
Right.
But
she's the best of what's out there, or what's ever been out there.
That still don't take away the accolades
right.
that she posed. So
right.
When a consensus top 3 male boxer like Crawford validates a fighter's resume so forcefully, it elevates the entire narrative surrounding the August 15th card. Analysts note that Crawford's breakdown further highlights how Shields' speed, technical ability, and in-fight adjustments allow her skills to transcend generations of female fighters. His recognition adds another layer of credibility to Shields' legacy and reinforces the growing belief that her accomplishments place her among the most exceptional fighters in boxing history.
Claressa and Conor McGregor. We saw what he did against Floyd. Do you think Claressa could get in there and give Conor a run for his money in a boxing ring?
Man, I'm gonna tell you this. You know, Claressa's been getting in the ring, sparring men since I've known her. You know, so I felt like she'd get in the ring and give anybody problems for the time.
Could she beat Conor?
Who? Conor
McGregor?
I don't know. You know, like I said, Conor McGregor is a man. You know, but at the same time, she would do well.
Shakur Stevenson has publicly shared his breakdown of the matchup. Stevenson, who has long described Shields as the female counterpart to his own defensive style, believes her ring generalship gives Scott virtually no margin for error.
He's like my little brother, you know. I don't think blood can make us any closer. If you talking about arguing, almost getting into literally a fist fight to actually being there for each other at our darkest hours, he's been there with me, you know, at the training center where I think he probably the only person that ever seen me cry. He walked in my room one time, I was in there crying. He's like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, I can't talk about it right now. So he's been there with me, and he's always been there to uplift me, and we talk about everything together.
How many rounds you guys put in together?
You know what? Coach Billy would not let us spar at the training center. Whenever we was ready to spar, he always kind of, oh no, Chris is sparring here and Shakur is sparring there. And, you know, I think we only sparred one time, and that's when we was.
Joining Stevenson in the prediction column, former unified champion Teofimo Lopez echoed similar sentiments about the significant athletic and technical gap separating the two fighters.
Baby girl. Oh man, baby girl. Stop already, man. I think she just don't got no more challenges at the women's division and fights, man. So I think she just trying to make anything and everything. Maybe go back to the Olympics and get another gold medal. You know, we probably Team USA needs it. So, you know, I think just focus on you. Why are you fighting guys? Don't try to fight guys. You're not trying to fight women.
When top-tier champions like Stevenson and Lopez agree on the same prediction, it highlights a broader consensus developing within the sport. Shields' ring control makes her extremely difficult to hit when she operates behind a structured jab and controls the distance. Despite their long-standing rivalry and heated social media exchanges, undisputed super featherweight champion Alicia Baumgardner offered her own tactical breakdown, putting past personal friction with Shields aside even after their clashes made headlines across combat sports media. Baumgardner remained objective when discussing the stylistic reality surrounding the August 15th fight.
I dropped a Run Your Mouth last month. That was a diss to Alicia bum ass. And then, there we go, dissed her because she always running her mouth. Yeah. And then we got Good Life coming out because my life is real good. Me and my man living real good right now.
Since you named you mentioned her, can we ever see that ever happen? You know how, like, the fans want to see
Come on now, y'all know that's a trick question.
Even outspoken fan favorite Ryan Romero, who has engaged in viral back-and-forth banter with Shields during past gym interactions, agreed with the predicted fight outcome while still delivering his signature style of commentary.
I'm bigger than him. Bigger guys, bigger boxers are generally going to win against smaller guys. I'm just your thoughts when you saw that clip. What did you think when you saw that?
I believe her. I believe she can beat me. Yeah, she'll knock me out.
I think you've been facetious.
No, I'm here for I don't hit women.
That's true. I understand that. No, I'm just, did you shake your head or did you say, why out of all the names did you pull your name out of the hat?
No. I believe her. I truly believe she can beat me.
Yeah, interesting. And she said,
Interestingly, she said, having respected rivals and outspoken personalities acknowledge her tactical superiority demonstrates that even Shields' fiercest critics cannot deny her dominance inside the squared circle.
Yeah. She actually mentioned, I don't know if she took offense to it, but I know when you talked about that past sparring, you brought up that you were able to touch her a couple times, and she was like, she didn't touch me.
I think, again, that's a swing of the media. All I said was that I've done rounds with her before. Right. Like, we punched, like, it's like, not that I haven't punched her before, she hasn't punched me. Like, she's punched me and I survived, I punched her and I survived, and that's all. Like, I think I saw that as well, and I was like, I don't need to get into that. I don't want to be on social media wars or anything. As soon as it goes, I'm just like,
How much have you guys changed? I mean, not just you, but her as well, since those early sparring sessions?
Well, not too much. Like, I've been a supporter of her. Like, anyone that's pushing women's boxing up, like, because I've met her and trained with her along her journey along the way, her and Frenchon and heaps of the American girls, Michaela and all of them. Like, whenever they've been fighting, I've watched tuned in on TV and sent them messages going, congratulations and all that kind of stuff. So I've never been a hater on any of them. I've just always kind of just been a supporter. And so her last fight with Barney and her and all of them, I've just gone like, yeah, well done, you fought well, deserve it. So.
The matchup was also dissected by Hall of Fame broadcaster and former world champion Tim Bradley. His technical breakdown pointed directly to Scott's defensive vulnerabilities. Bradley highlighted that while Kaye, Scott holds middleweight belts, her lack of explosive footwork could make her a standing target for Shields' lethal counterpunching.
Your defense is still lacking, girl. I ain't gonna lie, your defense is lacking. You gotta do better. I told you to work on your damn defense. Yeah, I told you. You let her sneak one on you real quick. Come on, you gotta protect yourself at all times. I don't understand. Like, what? Like, come on. Yeah, you gotta work on your slipping and your reactions. Shit, that was too easy. That was way too easy. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Man, I don't know. Think she might. Shit.
Bradley's breakdown highlights a critical trend in boxing. High-volume counterpunchers consistently punish fighters who relentlessly march forward. Unless Scott can introduce effective lateral movement or produce unexpected power, she risks walking directly into Shields' traps. Facing overwhelming betting odds and widespread media doubt, Kaye, Scott enters Atlanta with a nothing-to-lose mindset. Against an opponent widely considered nearly invincible, Scott's team believes her physical durability and commitment to body work could disrupt Shields' rhythm and slow her pace as the fight moves into the later rounds.
Because a lot of people look at your record and say, hey, she's only had 7 fights. With all the talk that's been said about 10, is that help with you?
100%. I think a lot of people just look at that pro record. I've kind of gone past the point of like defending where I am to be here to have this fight. But for people that haven't tuned in or don't know my background, like I've been in the sport for 18 years, but my priority was the amateurs. So I have had 120 amateur fights, and it's very similar to Tam. It's not like she's had just 5 fights. She's been on their national team, the Canadian national team, for 10 plus years, and mine was exactly the same situation. I was on the Australian team for nearly 15 years. So she was very much deserving of that fight, and she won those belts. And last year in Detroit, I earned those 2 belts. So that's the exact reason of I'm kind of beyond explaining like why is Claressa taking this fight or why do you deserve it. I deserve it because I've got the 2 fucking belts. She wants a belt. She's coming down to my division. Like, it can't make more sense. So, and my job is now to keep the belt. So, all I can do is be confident in my camp and my ability. I gotta trust myself. I'm confident in my camp, my ability, and what I can bring, and I know the odds are in my favor. The age isn't in my favor, but that's the whole exciting thing about combat sports, like sport in general, but especially combat sports, that anything can happen at any time. And I've like dotted my I's and crossed my T's, like every single part of camp. Like I'm on weight, I've done the sparring, I've done the conditioning. So that's why I am confident. I've given myself every possible opportunity to go in there and be in the best form to win. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I don't think Claressa wouldn't want someone that's not going into a fight not thinking they can win. Like, why would you want to go in there with someone that's not kind of on themselves and thinking, like, I have the belts, they're mine. So I'm going in there as champ. So that's the go.
Yeah. Do you think you're underrated? I mean, a lot of people try to, critique your experience just because of the pro record, but I mean, you've had a ton of fights in the amateurs as well.
It's like, I know myself, like the smaller community or people that know my background kind of know the truth behind it, and to be honest, I kind of turn off the comments on everything else. Right. Like I see a few things and I'm just like, that doesn't deserve my energy. So, like, I haven't actually seen a lot of it. Some people send it to me and I'm like, all right. Like, people are entitled to their opinion. I don't really care. I don't have to change that. My focus is just 100% on Saturday night and putting all the energy where it deserves.
History in combat sports has shown that underdogs fighting without the burden of expectations can become especially dangerous during the opening rounds. If Scott can survive the early storm and make the fight uncomfortable on the inside, she may create her only realistic path to victory. With August 15th at State Farm Arena approaching, the boxing world is preparing to see whether Claressa Shields can deliver another flawless masterclass or whether Kaye Scott can shock the world with boxing legends, fellow champions, and expert analysts overwhelmingly backing the champion. The pressure rests firmly on Shields to deliver when she steps inside the ring.
Claressa Shields versus Kaye Scott. I would be lying if I said I was really interested in this fight. I love Claressa Shields. I love what she's done to the sport. Kaye Scott, we've interviewed her. We've done a ton of stuff with Kaye Scott. She's a fascinating fighter. It's a great story. I don't really see how this is an interesting fight. It's strange, right? Because Shields is one of the most important women's sports figures, but yet the matchups for her aren't really coming together for whatever reason. I do think that there is a world where Tam Theobald could be a future opponent in the not too distant future. Shields needs a new rivalry soon. And not to talk down on Scott. Scott's a very good fighter and a tricky fighter, but this does feel like a levels fight leading into it, and the anticipation isn't that of a big fight that I would expect.
With predictions stacked heavily in Shields' favor, all eyes now turn to fight night to see whether Scott can defy the odds or whether Shields will add another dominant chapter to her already remarkable legacy.
Claressa wouldn't want someone that's not going into a fight not thinking they can win. Like, why would you want to go in there with someone that's not kind of on themselves and thinking, like, I have the belts, they're mine. So I'm going in there as champ. So that's the go.
Yeah. Do you think you're underrated? I mean, a lot of people try to, critique your experience just because of the pro record, but I mean, you've had a ton of fights in the amateurs as well.
It's like, I know myself, like the smaller community or people that know my background kind of know the truth behind it, and to be honest, I kind of turn off the comments on everything else.
Right.
Like I see a few things and I'm just like, nah, that doesn't deserve my energy. So, like, I haven't actually seen a lot of it. Some people send it to me and I'm like, nah, all right. Like, people are entitled to their opinion. I don't really care. I don't have to change that. My focus is just 100% on Saturday night and putting all the energy where it deserves to be. So, and that's on me. There's no point me getting online and trying to speak to John, who's like, this is a joke. She's had 7 fights. I don't care what John thinks. Like, I care that I'm here and I'm gonna give it everything. So
yeah. You mentioned age as well. That's another thing that people like to criticize. You bring up their age. I mean, you certainly don't look your age. So
I'm in the gym training with all like our pro and amateur team, and they are all like mostly in their 20s. So, and I stay alongside them and do the exact training as what they do. So, and it's always been that way. I got into boxing very late because my state had it illegal. I couldn't fight any earlier than what I did, and I was late transitioning into the pros. But body hasn't been an issue for me, and it hasn't been so far. So while I'm still kicking ass, I'm going to keep kicking ass.
Do you think your age?
Will Shields cruise to another dominant victory, or does Kaye, Scott have a real puncher's chance of pulling off the ultimate shocker? Let us know what you think in the comments below. That's all for today, but if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts and predictions in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.